Real TV, we're gonna watch a little basketball. Now, I just want to start this video off by saying, for anybody that may be like, oh, you pausing too much, and why are you talking? Why are you here? You could clearly just go watch the game or whatever, because my commentary is clearly going to be better than Marv Albert or Bob Costas or whoever the hell's the commentator of this game. Like, it's clearly going to be more entertaining when I do it. So leading up to this, I thought some of this stuff was funny, like this right here.
Destiny to win the world championship. God wants us to win the world championship.
God wants us to win a title. You didn't win. That might be it. Said Juan Manuel Marquez said God told him he was gonna beat Floyd. God lied to you, bro. You didn't beat him. But anyway, so yeah, I thought that was funny. Another thing that I'm about to fast forward straight to the game, but Michael Jordan after on Game 5 told his team, I'm not coming back to Phoenix with y'all. You can go by yourself. I'm not coming. Now, that's a hell of a thing to say before you have 41 points and 7 rebounds and 7 assists, but y'all lost, okay? So don't put that much pressure on yourself and then lose. This is the type of stuff he don't get held accountable for because they just say he won. See that sad face? That's how he was looking.
Celebration by...
But I also think it's the last thing I'm going to say, and I don't think Michael Jordan ever had any gambling debts. I think his debt came from this series. He was supposed to do something he didn't do. And this is why he got this somber face. I think he knew better, but he just didn't believe it. So it's ironic that this game was on Father's Day. So we're gonna read his body language. He keep looking sad. Y'all see it. Y'all see it right now on his face. This is not a focused face. This he's scared of something.
Well, Michael Jordan getting ready for tonight's action.
He didn't even want to come to Phoenix. Look at
We're set for the introduction of the starting lineups. Let's go to the public address voice of the Suns, Jeff Marsh. For the American Mark West.
State number was kidding Barkley about the fact that he had half as many rebounds as Dan Marley in Game 5. So Barkley came back and promised Westphal flat out that he would have no less than 17 boards tonight. By the way, Barkley's injured elbow is feeling much better. Here's the indicator. Barkley played golf on it for the first time yesterday. Mark?
I got to look up his stats just to see if he did it. I don't think he had 17 rebounds this game. Let's go see.
All right, Hannah. 17 rebounds promised by Charles.
He already said he already done promised a championship from God, so him breaking his own little promise ain't nothing. He already broke God's promise, so that ain't nothing if he didn't do it.
Officials, Darryl Garrison, Mike Mathis, N.T. Rush. Bill Cartwright will jump against Mark West, and the Suns control the opening tip. Kevin Johnson guarded by B.J. Armstrong. Dan Marley played by
Michael. I ain't gonna lie, that boy has 17 rebounds. That's crazy. I can't even get mad at him. He promised he was going to get 17, and he got 17. That's how you know people were stat padding. How you know he was going to get that amount? That means he could have got more, and he stopped. Like, I told you I was going to get 17. That's why you ain't get 18. Y'all lost by 1 point. If he got 18 rebound, they might have won. There's one little offensive rebound he ain't get. Let's see.
Jordan. And here is Richard Dumas. Richard Dumas had the...
You see that? Hey, it's right there. Look. It happened real fast. They would have won this game if he'd have got that offensive rebound right there. He got 17 rebounds, but he should have got 18. Watch. Oh, yeah, this going to be fun.
Guarded by B.J. Armstrong. Dan Marley played by Michael Jordan. And here is Richard Dumas.
Get the rebound, Chuck. Hey, Chuck, get the board. Didn't get it. That's why y'all lost by 1 right there. First basket of the game. Now watch the Bulls come down and score.
Richard Dumas had the terrific game in Chicago on Friday night. And Horace Grant going to the hoop, and he hurt himself.
Mark, you give up the rebound that could have won the game, and then you give up an easy layup. You know he missed. It's still free throws.
West, who was not in.
I didn't got to watch no more. This game already over. Y'all lost by a rebound.
Foul trouble on Friday night, which was a major factor, picked up that foul. Horace Grant said after the game the other night it was the worst performance of his life. 38 minutes, 0 for 4, only 1 point, and the Bulls trying to get him involved right at the start.
You saw two things happen early for Chicago. One, Michael Jordan going to the defensive boards.
Y'all talk about the tough physical play. If he played in this era, that would have been an offensive foul on his dumb ass.
Help his team out. They were out-rebounded by 10 last game. Second was Horace Grant early, trying to get himself out in the open floor, pick up an easy scoring opportunity. Two things that were a concern after Game 5.
Horace only 1 of 4 from the line on Friday night. And it was one of those situations where with Horace, who is...
Dumbass had 1 point. Let's start there. Michael Jordan said, I'm not coming back. They should have look, that should have been the game where he took his food. This man promised a victory, said he wasn't gonna come back out there with he was out there trying to end it. That man had 41.7 rebounds, 7 assists, and your bum ass had 1 point. I wouldn't have gave you the food either. Come on, Michael's side of that one now.
Terrific playoff run. It was not the foul trip
your bum ass
that cost him the other night. Pippen able to keep it alive. Tries to feed Grant. Broken up by Marley.
And perhaps on Scottie Pippen's mind, keep going to Horace early in the game. Let's try and get him going. When he's good, we're very good.
Nice lead. Dumas was rejected by Grant. Good look from Kevin Johnson, but Dumas was stopped. Michael Jordan on a pull-up. Yes. The Bulls 3 and the Suns nothing.
Just at the moment that Jordan was ready to pull up, Richard Dumas, who had picked him up in transition, lost his footing, slipped, and gave Michael a wide open look at the rim.
Now Barkley backs on Grant. No help at the start of the move, and Cartwright came over, and a foul is called.
So that's a technical foul now. How he just threw that ball at the thing because he missed a layup. Tech now in today's era. Y'all talk about the player soft, the rule soft. He literally just would have got a tech for what he just did.
Barkley will go to the line. Cartwright picked up the foul.
The value of Grant to the Chicago defense, his ability to rotate over and block or change shots. And then an early commitment by Chicago. Here comes Cartwright late. They want to double team big against Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley, a 76% free throw shooter this past season. That was his best mark in his NBA career. Now the crowd trying to get the Suns into it early. In this series, Charles 35 of 46 from the line for 76%, but he misses on his first two. Marley. Dan Marley getting inside. The Bulls 3, the Suns 2. Armstrong played by Dumas. Johnson battling for position.
I tried to hate on Dan Marley because somebody said something about him giving full effort. And I'm like, man, how? When he was getting cooked by Mike in front of him. I see the effort now. He getting offensive rebounds on free throws, putbacks. I see the effort. He just hard fouled the nigga right there. I see you. I see it, Dan. I see you.
Was called for that foul.
One way to get Kevin Johnson
Know that I'm watching, Dan Marley.
Michael Jordan is get fouls on him early. They feel that Johnson has the ability out in front to move his feet and stop Michael's penetration.
Y'all say Wilt played against slow, short white boys, and Michael's being guarded by somebody that's 4.5 inches shorter than him, and then the other guy is a white guy. You're like, what are y'all? Y'all need to give Wilt his props back or give Michael the diss too.
Michael goes right down low, doesn't mess around with the perimeter game. Post him up.
Michael is being guarded by slow, short black guys. Well, maybe they wasn't slow. Maybe they was just fast and short and couldn't jump with Mike.
Jordan. And Barkley on the run. Bulls able to get back. Now Cartwright over to help out. And again, the Suns play it beautifully. It goes through Barkley, and it led to the quick passing and the field goal.
You see how goofy they look trying to double because of the illegal defense. That was just like an easy bucket off that weak-ass double that they committed to. That shit was weak and got broke down. Now imagine playing in this era, but that's neither here nor there.
By West.
Exactly what we had mentioned that Phoenix did in Chicago Stadium. Matured as an offensive team in the half court. Willingness to swing the basketball to the opposite side of the floor.
Shot clock at 5. Armstrong for 3. B.J. Armstrong, who had an off game on Friday in Chicago, able to connect from down.
Everybody had an off game except Scottie Pippen. The only people that came to play that game was Michael and Scottie. After he made a guarantee, his bum-ass teammates didn't show. Michael should have sat this game out. He should have made y'all play this shit by y'all motherfucking self. Y'all made him play by himself.
Downtown.
Let's go watch that game. He was going off, and his teammates wasn't with their bum asses.
The Bulls 6 and the Suns 4. Marley got the step. Yes, and it counts.
Let's go back and watch this 9-time defensive team guy get took to the rack. Where are we at? My bad.
Foul was called on Jordan, his first. It'll be Chicago ball, 13 on the 24.
You see the unusual matchups of Kevin Johnson on Michael Jordan, Marley guarding Pippen, and Dumas guarding BJ. The thought there, two superstars, Pippen and Jordan. Let's take one of them out of it, put Marley on. Pippen, reduce his game.
And Scottie Pippen will go to the line as Mark West is called for his second foul. So a quick 2 career.
You guys show this.
And Jordan, let's take.
Armstrong played by Dumas. Johnson battling for position was called for that foul.
And one way to get Kevin Johnson off of Michael Jordan is get fouls on him early. They feel that Johnson has the ability out in front to move his feet and stop Michael's penetration. Michael goes right down low, doesn't mess around with the perimeter game. Post him up.
Jordan. And Barkley on the run. Bulls able to get back. Now Cartwright over to help out. And again, the Suns play it beautifully. It goes through Barkley, and it led to the quick passing, and the field goal by West.
Exactly what we had mentioned that Phoenix did in Chicago Stadium. Matured as an offensive team in the half court. Willingness to swing the basketball to the opposite side of the floor.
Shot clock at 5. Armstrong for 3. B.J. Armstrong, who had an off game on Friday in Chicago, able to connect from downtown. The Bulls 6 and the Suns 4. Marley got the step. Yes, and it counts.
9 defensive teams, and you letting this slow white boy take you right to the rack with no contesting. I don't know. Whatever it is.
A moment ago, Charles Barkley
Feel like play some defense, Michael.
is going to read the double team. Here's the guys on the opposite side of the floor. Now can he get the basketball over to him, and are they willing to swing it? One pass, 2 passes, picks the defense apart.
We were talking with Dan Marley prior to the game about the fact that he has been more effective going to the basket. We saw that on Friday night. He now is taking advantage of the Bulls not allowing him the deep shot, and he's been getting the step as he did right there.
Yeah, Michael was on.
Foul was called on Jordan, his first. It'll be Chicago ball, 13 on the 24.
You see the unusual matchups of Kevin Johnson on Michael Jordan, Marley
Mike never cried because he had Phil doing it. This nigga ain't shut up yet.
guarding Pippen and Dumas guarding BJ. The thought there, 2 superstars, Pippen and Jordan. Let's take one of them out of it, put Marley on. Pippen, reduce his game.
The greatest player
And Scottie Pippen will go to the line as Mark West is called for his second foul. So a quick 2 on West.
If Phoenix is to win, Mark West and Oliver Miller will have to play significant.
That's why you're not the GOAT, Scotty. Michael Jordan would have made that. LeBron would have dunked that. So that's why you're not the GOAT, bitch. You can't even get a simple and one.
minutes in tonight's game, and the guy who must understand this is Tom Chambers. When one of those two big bodies are out there, they block up, they clog the lane.
Mike would have shot that with his eyes closed and made it. You're a bum. You're not the GOAT.
They reject
Just a nigga that was on his team that was pretty good.
shots. They put a big body against the Chicago team. Chambers
The game. All right.
is a different kind of player, not trying to take anything away.
Well, you can see the way the Bulls have been struggling at the foul line. Pippen hits 1 out of 2 from the line.
That's a little bit.
Bulls 16 for 24 from the line on Friday and killed them 67%. While the Suns were
I don't even got a play.
81% from the line. The game is tied at 7. Dumas working off the dribble. Now Marley. Again, not given the room. Shot clock at 6. Barkley stolen by Jordan. Here's Jordan on the
They said he didn't have great hands. He took it right back. Look at the GOAT. Look at the GOAT getting stripped.
Now Barkley slices through to set up Marley for 3. The hustle by Barkley. And a timeout was called. Smart play by
Wow, Barkley was out there hustling. Barkley was out there trying to win. I can't get mad at Chuck for not winning that ring. He's trying.
When Charles Barkley faces up and starts to put it on the floor, Michael Jordan was the next closest man. Michael's decision, do I leave Marley the three-point shooter and help out? He caught Charles
Got it right
in the
back.
middle
Like,
of the
nah,
dribble,
Mike, I'm
but
straight.
Charles never gave up. Jordan loses the handle. Charles
Look, Michael, LeBron can't handle the rock. I've never seen nothing like that ever happen to LeBron. LeBron would have dunked that. And that's a fact that he would have dunked that. Anybody want to lie and say he wouldn't have dunked that? LeBron get a steal and come down a fast break. You ever seen LeBron get the ball stolen from him in a fast break? I haven't. But I done seen him put some people on some posters like that, though. And I seen him block Iguodala like that. I don't know what y'all be talking about. Never.
down from behind, he even gets a little chuckle out of it. Get possession, call timeout before you go out of bounds.
That was out of bounds, but whatever. We'll let you just rock. We'll let you go. We'll let you go. Yeah, he was hustling.
There's a gentleman on the floor,
was
Eddie
hustling.
Rush, one of the officials who, this is his 26th game in the NBA Finals.
He probably wasn't watching the beginning of the game, but we guaranteed he would get at least 17 rebounds, and he got 17 rebounds. He was out here playing.
Finals game number 26 for Ed Rush. Congratulations.
Yes, an impressive run for Ed T. Rush. Dumas with the save.
They would call that a foul in today's league.
And a foul call.
They called it one in this era. See, that's what I'm saying. These dudes be talking about their era is so tough. No, y'all was getting the same calls. What he just did, they call it now. One team out of bounds. That's a foul. It's not really a foul, but they call it. That's a foul. Like, I don't think it's a foul then. I don't think it's a foul now, but they would call it now. They call it then. What's so tough about y'all here?
Armstrong
Nothing.
shooting over. And they work it tomorrow. Yes.
Look at Michael's defense again, getting busted in the head again. Mr. 9-time defensive.
Out and over, and it's tough for the defense to get there in time, particularly with Marley's range and his ability to stretch the defense out.
Suns lead by 3. They double on Jordan. Shot clock at 6. Cartwright.
And that is the ugliest shot
Very quiet
ever.
in game number 5. He has
He
made
has to have
contributions, but they came
second or third
earlier
worst
in the
form.
series, and they came against the
Some uglier forms, but
conference final. He has been
that's up there.
as of late. Suns
Bill Cartwright jumper is hideous.
Kevin Johnson. And it's tipped home.
That looked like Horace Grant tipped. Horace Grant been clean shaving this whole time. He tipped that in.
And Michael Jordan has
I think the mob had got to him too. Michael's just too dumb to
Phoenix has
realize.
to be concerned that Richard Dumas doesn't get his head down and discouraged because he's guarding Michael Jordan. That's happened to a lot of players.
Look at the flop artist. Oh no, we going back. We going back. The Michael never flopped.
Kevin Johnson
Michael never flopped.
against the
That right here.
in the Eastern Conference final. He has been silent.
That this time.
Suns lead 10-9. Kevin Johnson. And it's tipped home.
Michael never flopped except every time he flopped.
Suns 12, Bulls 9, Jordan for 3, and Michael Jordan has tied the game at 12.
Phoenix has to be concerned that Richard Dumas doesn't get his head down and discouraged because he's guarding Michael
This man
Jordan.
went
That's happened to a lot of players.
into the
They play so
stands.
hard on defense, and
I
it
couldn't even
doesn't
see
seem
him
to
no
affect
more.
Jordan. They forget their offensive game.
The little Kevin Johnson, little 6'1", mayor of Sacramento. The mayor of Sacramento is not knocking you to the floor. Come on, Mike. You're flopping, bro. Get up. Look at Pippen, the greatest player ever, better than Michael and LeBron. Missing open shot. Michael would have made it. I don't know.
Phoenix 16, Chicago 12.
I would think Phil Jackson's fine right now. He knew that Phoenix was going to come out and play with such an emotional high. It's a matter of withstanding it during the first quarter. Be close enough to then make a run.
Scottie Pippen with his first field goal. Marley breaking down. Marley had the rebound
Damn.
away.
There goes the physical play. They definitely would have called that in today's era. That's a foul. Straight up.
Roaring, they thought he stepped out of bounds.
He did step out, but that's what he did. Mike was rolling.
So the Bulls
Mike hit 2 threes in a row.
Michael Jordan has hit 2 from 3-point land. 6:20 remaining.
Say he'll be a better 3-point shooter if he played now. Is this him?
The Suns win it. There will be a game 7 here in Phoenix on Wednesday. Foul call on Armstrong.
Michael Jordan playing like he made for today. He's shooting threes, he's flopping, he's not playing defense. Shit. Mike should this. Hey,
he's catching Richard
what's the
Dumas, the
difference?
rookie, in late rotations. Stops
I
behind
ain't
the
seen
three-point
nothing.
line, hits one.
This is like
KJ
today's era
moves back
guy.
to guard him. He just
2
shoots
threes
right
in a
over the
row.
top again from behind
Flop.
the three-point line.
Got took to the rack and no contested shot. Hey, Mike could fit right in today. Maybe all right. He could probably average a bunch of points today. He's playing like today.
Some Phoenix players
Whatever he scored this game, he could do that today's year. Playing just like one of them.
Charles Barkley, though, has a different point of view on
think he
that
put up
matter. We
40.
discussed that.
So y'all
with
right.
Charles
I take it
earlier.
back. Mike could average 40.
I thought
Today's
Michael
era.
was tired the last game, but you know the thing that amazes me the most, people want to say, why can't the Bulls hold these leads and what's wrong with the Bulls? Not what's wrong with the Bulls, it's that we got the best team in the NBA. We proved that throughout the regular season. We're gonna keep.
Let me call Cap real quick because I looked at the stats because I just had to see the game before it because I just wanted to see. Michael Jordan had 41 effing points, okay? Scottie Pippen had 20, and nobody else on the whole Bulls team scored in double figures. So don't tell me that y'all had the best team in the league. They sucked. At least that game they did. So it wasn't y'all, it was them. It definitely wasn't Michael. He was doing everything. 7 rebounds, 7 assists, 41 points, 2 steals. He was doing everything. He was playing like prime, the best Michael Jordan, the GOAT. He was playing like what people think he is, just the greatest player who ever played. Scottie Pippen, I don't know what he was doing. He was playing like a sidekick. He thinks he's the GOAT, but he was playing like a sidekick. Everybody else was playing like bum-ass dudes, okay? So that's what really happened, and that's why y'all lost this finals. If y'all really had the best team in the league, y'all would have won, but y'all didn't, okay? So let's be a little bit more humble, Chuck.
On proving it. There's nothing wrong with the Bulls. We just.
It's something wrong with the Bulls. It was.
And,
I should pull up the stats and let y'all see it. It was something wrong with him. It wasn't nothing wrong with Michael.
Supporting the
It wasn't nothing wrong with Scottie. It was nothing wrong with the rest of them dudes.
This entire series.
Forrest Grant had 1 point.
Believes in his team and that they're going to get it done.
Armstrong with the open shot, and the Bulls now lead it 19-16.
These
think
two
BJ
teams
had
have
8.
done it differently.
Paxson had 8. One of
7
them
of
had 8.
Chicago's field goals have come from the outside. Perimeter shots as Pippen comes up with the steal. For Phoenix, 5 of their 7 field goals have been layups or dunks.
Oh, hard foul given by Oliver Miller. And
I don't know, GOAT Pippen. I think Brian would have dunked that. I think Mike would have finished that. I don't know. You're putting yourself above Kobe. Yeah, I don't know. He would have finished that one. No, guy. You're not looking like the GOAT, bro. You're not looking like him. You said you was the best player ever, Pippen. You said you was better than Brian. I know Brian would have finished that. Brian would have finished that with his left.
There's no question that Phoenix liked what they saw in the last game about their physical defense.
No, yeah, Brian would have dunked that twice. Brian would have dunked on fat Oliver Miller.
That they're going to allow Chicago to get to the rim for easy dunks.
Brian is such of a specimen that Oliver Miller is fat and known for being fat. And Brian probably weighs more than him, but he's just a muscle-bound dude. He's just a superhuman. He's not even human for real. So he would have dunked that, Pippen. So don't call yourself him. Don't compare yourself to him. Don't say you do better than him. Don't imply none of that shit. Okay?
Scores.
Oliver Miller checking in a moment ago.
He wasn't shit. Michael Jordan's teammate.
Scottie Pippen to the foul line.
You was good. You was great. You was all-time great. He was only Michael Jordan's teammate, bro.
You have to look at it this way. Between your two centers, and
That's
I'm
what I look
talking
at you
about
as from now
Mark
on.
West, Oliver Miller, you have
Gordon's
12
teammate.
personal fouls to give up. Then
With
you
a
have
high
Tom
top fade.
Chambers, a different type of center who can come in, use up 6 more. 18 personal fouls, don't let him get easy
Him
scores.
to finish on Pig Miller.
Bulls shooting very well. Though,
Missing
from
free
the field
throws.
here in the first quarter. They
Not
hit
the
on
GOAT,
7
Scotty.
out of 9, and they lead at 20-16. Dumas, Barkley, Miller up front, Marley, and Johnson at the guards. Now single coverage on Barkley. Here's Dumas. Well, Dumas has been off.
And the change-up by Chicago. No Bill Cartwright double teaming. That time Michael Jordan came on the double team.
Jordan coming late after Barkley was able to back into position. Here's Pippen.
If you used the goal, you'd have made that shot.
Marley to the drive. Pippen gives it back to Jordan, looking for his third three-pointer.
With Jordan playing like today's era, he's shooting all threes, letting this man go to the rack for a layup. He just so happened to miss that one. I would have been on his ass. I was waiting for him to make it. I didn't rewind Marley missing.
Cartwright able to get back to it, goes down. Johnson with the steal. 3-on-1. Marley from Barkley. Counts and the foul.
Hey, Michael, why you ain't getting back on defense for your man getting another layup?
Hustling after the loose balls. Cartwright gets control, but he doesn't have his balance. Goes down, loses possession of the ball, which turns immediately into a transition opportunity for Phoenix. Pippen tries to take the charge, but
Michael,
he's under
stop.
the rim. The official's not going to give it to you there, so the block is called.
That's how you play 82 games. You conserve energy on plays like that. He ain't even come down the court. He stopped running.
Ainge replacing Dumas.
That's how you make 9 defensive teams. Just stay out of the, stay away from where they scoring at. Yo, they wasn't scoring on me. I know you didn't run down the court. Thought we didn't see that, Mike. I see.
Uncertain coming down exactly what they were trying to get into
Watch him
after
play
that free
defense.
throw.
Man, not.
5 on the 24. Grant. Jordan. Pitches back to Grant. Pippen with the step. Oh, what a move by Scottie Pippen.
Hey, Pippen.
And the Bulls now lead by 3.
Pippen heard me.
Ainge on a quick release for 3.
Heard me say Brown would have dunked that to me.
Ainge has tied the game at 22. Armstrong for 3. B.J. Armstrong hitting on his
BJ was popping there. BJ from the corner was sweet. He was a problem over there. That's his second time doing that. It's only the first quarter. He got 2 threes already from the same spot. That was fine. He missed it.
The shot. Bulls with a 3-point lead. Pippen with the spin.
Hey, Scotty. Oh, I thought that was a top down. Say, boy. Boy.
Bulls have hit 4 out of 5 from downtown. Jordan went to the crossover.
That was nice, though.
And Barkley leads a 4-on-3.
The game was slick.
Jordan gets a blocking foul. That is his second.
Back a moment ago to Chicago on offense.
Oh, you better not have been crying. Look like you was
Great
crying,
pass
boy.
by Charles
Better
Barkley.
not see you
Got to
complaining
try
to the
and
ref.
dunk and finish the play.
Let them tell you didn't do nothing like that.
Jordan trying to step in to steal it. A little bit too much body in there.
What I do? What?
And Barkley will go to the
You know what you
line.
did.
The Bulls are over the limit. Michael Jordan was able to strip Barkley earlier and was looking to do the same. That led to the foul call at center court. Now Phil Jackson takes a timeout. 3:09 remaining in this first quarter.
On offense, Scottie Pippen realizes that Miller can't move his feet. It's a matter, can he elevate over Charles? He certainly can.
You heard me say Brown would have dunked that too many times and got a poke in.
Well, right throughout the playoffs, the Bulls have had major problems at the foul line. Michael
Brown
Jordan
would've dunked
included, he was only 7 of 10 on Friday
Brown
night.
would've
The
dunked that
Bulls
too.
shoot around this morning. All Michael did was practice foul shooting. Friday night, Bulls 16 of 24 per line, and off to the slow start today at 3 of 6. We talked about that with Coach Phil Jackson.
And there's some people on this team that aren't going to shoot better than 70%. If they get foul shots, we got to make the most out of it. Rebound offensively off the free throw.
You know what's ill about that? He really was working on his jumper. Like, he was shooting a bunch of jump shots, but it just so happened to be from that spot. Like, his mechanics. He was working his mechanics. You don't hear a lot about Michael practice habits for real.
The guys that are shooters,
people always talk about
that
people practice, not him.
Concentrate, go up there, use all of.
I'll be listening to. People rarely talk about like what he was doing
to
make himself what he was.
That's what. I thought we got a little bit tight the other night. Fourth quarter, we were pushing from.
When I'm really working on my temper.
And probably
he didn't need to work on his free throws. He was working on his jump.
During the regular season, Chicago shot at a 73% rate.
Work.
For the playoffs, all 18 games, they're shooting 73%. But in this series against Phoenix, they're shooting just 64% from the foul line.
And that is very poor.
You learn something new every day.
Lead by 1. John Paxson and Scott Williams have come on for the first time. Just under 3 minutes left.
Will Mike stay in the game?
Williams to the drive. Nice move by Scott Williams. And the Bulls have a 3-point advantage. Here's some light pressure, but Kevin Johnson brings it across.
It's a big start and a good start for Scott Williams. He's a guy who in the finals has provided them a spark, a lift. He hasn't done that in the last couple games, but already a score and a big rebound.
Paxson. He was looking for the 3. Armstrong. Laid down by Miller on a switch. Armstrong shooting over him. And a foul is called. Foul on the Bulls. A loose ball call.
No.
Looks to be on Grant.
No, we was both running for the ball.
The big first step and then the finish of the hook on the run by Scott Williams gives the young man a little energy.
That's the type of comfy moves they think bigs till they can't do. They can.
The way the Bulls team needs him the last couple games. That's a good quick start for him.
And that last foul was called on Horace Grant. Chicago over the limit, so puts Marley at the line.
And talking about Marley, there's another man who in Game 5 came up with 11 points already here in Game 6. 12 points for Dan Marley.
Including 1 from 3-point range. In Game 3 in the triple overtime, these two clubs combined for an NBA Finals record 14 three-pointers. They already have combined for 6 in this.
Bro, that is hilarious to hear. Yo, they combined for a record. You already know I am. I'm about to. They combined for a record 14 threes made. Wow. Wow. The Cavs, yo, I think the record for a team now is like 27. That's crazy. Like, imagine one team now doubled the combined record for threes made. That's crazy. I know the Cavs did 25, and I think somebody broke that. So it's more than 25 for sure. I think it's 27. I don't know. I need to look.
First quarter. We come up on 2 minutes remaining in the quarter. Jordan, yes.
That was fire.
Michael Jordan has 10 points. The Bulls 29 and the Suns 26. Both clubs shooting well.
Michael Jordan saw the double team coming from the top, the foul line area. What he did is he turned immediately to the baseline.
Yeah, because all the double teams is goofy in this
shot. He knows he can jump over the
doubles
top.
are like
Kevin
slow
Johnson
and dumb. Goofy looking.
Charles continues to struggle from the outside. That's where the Bulls like to see him shooting from. A good position by Williams, but he was rejected. Miller with the block. Barkley from the contact. Phoenix felt there should have been a foul in the backcourt as Kevin Johnson went down. They get the call up front. Armstrong fouling Barkley.
When Michael Jordan gets into this area and posts up, the double team is going to come from here.
They didn't use the drive back there. I mean, what?
Towards the
Finals
to get the shot off.
If
he
turned
to the middle of the lane, he would turn right into the double team. Instead, turning away.
Especially from Phil Jackson. He won't shut up about shit. And then Phoenix is trying for calls.
Leading the Bulls, and Marley leading Phoenix with 13. Barkley only 2 out of 4 from the line.
This is my dog.
And now B.J. Armstrong will sit down. Trent Tucker comes on for the first time. B.J. 3 out of 4, including 2 3-pointers for 8 in all. Notice Charles Barkley does not have the pad on the sore right elbow, so obviously it is feeling much better. The Bulls 29, the Suns 28 with a minute and a half to go in this first quarter.
I still can't get over that the combined record for threes was 14 by teams. That's crazy.
Trent Tucker buries the 3-pointer.
So
Like teams do that in the first half.
Shooter down and B.J. Armstrong bring a guy
Together,
Trent Tucker
14 made in the first half. Hell yeah, we get 14.
Right in the bottom of the net.
Chicago
Hell yeah.
6
What?
from 3-point territory. They lead by 4.
The record for a player is 15 minutes. That's regular season, but still the same thing.
Jordan lost it momentarily off his foot.
Look at Mr. Dribble better than Brian. Keep losing the rock.
Give and go.
How he ain't shoot that?
Between Jordan and Grant, but deflected out by Phoenix.
And you have to like the style of basketball.
I know why he ain't shoot that. I ain't mad at you, Mike. You can get some points. You're trying to get the dude who had 1 point last game of Easy Bucks. I feel you, my bad. Never
In this
mind.
first quarter.
I'm never going to question what you do again with these Bucks. I forgot. My bad. Say no more. Keep trying to get him the ball. He needs it.
Who may be and there's
He's
the
good.
guy
He's
that he was talking about right behind the Chicago bench, who was thrown out of a previous game here in this building by NBA
Mike,
security.
stop losing the rock.
Mike Jordan from long range. That's a 3.
Mike hitting threes.
Michael Jordan with his 3rd 3-pointer, and the Bulls now.
That's all the points he scored is threes. And then he hit that jump shot. Mike balling.
Barkley works inside off the double team and went to the fadeaway. Rebounded by Grant.
The big
Ryan
double
for a
team.
call.
Grant
Get up.
and Williams
Stop
coming
here.
over, just like early
There wasn't
in
no
the game.
foul.
Cartwright came to double team. Chicago changing up the people that come. That big one effective against Charles Barkley.
Final seconds on the quarter. Here's Paxson. Yes,
I knew he was going to make
counts. John Paxson with a
it felt good before he even shot it.
This
I don't
first
know.
quarter.
It just,
And the Chicago Bulls with a good run to end
the
the
way
quarter.
he squared up. It was like, yo, this
They
is
lead the
going in.
Phoenix Suns 37-28.
You work on dribble penetration, meaning try to draw 2 defensive players off the dribble. There's one double team off the dribble. It draws Dumas. He should never have left Paxson alone for an open shot to end it. John Paxson's not going to miss many of those.
Yeah, that bitch looking pretty as hell.
Hot shooting. First quarter for the Bulls. 14 of 22 for 64%. And they finish it up with a 10-2 run.
Barkley. You know what God you was talking about, but God didn't want y'all to win this ring.
Well, you are looking at the NBA's most notorious fan, professional heckler. Would you believe this man is an attorney? His name is Robin Ficker. I know many of you are aware that he usually sits behind the visiting bench
What?
in Landover for Washington Bullets games. Well, he's here in Phoenix. And Horace Balmer, the director of security for the NBA, ushered him aside. They are apparently not throwing him out. I know Robin from time to time has made mention of his constitutional rights. Hey, you
Did
should
I
be able
just
to,
see a
according to
troll
Robin.
get put on
Just
national
thanks to an
television?
NBA
I gotta look
coach,
him up.
you know.
Or is he still here?
With that philosophy.
Did they say Robin
Fans are
Fickler?
entitled to come in, cheer, root against the opposition.
They're gonna probably
But when
put
it
up
gets
Robin
personal,
Fickler.
this man goes over the line. He makes it personal. He makes derogatory remarks to players and to coaches. I don't think there's a place for that. No one wants to see a player or a coach react and go into the stands.
I'm
Well, then you
find
must
this.
protect those people with security enforcement. Get those type of people out of the stands.
Robin
Foul on
Fickler.
Scott Williams. He was here the other day, and Phil Jackson and the Bulls were saying, hey, they wouldn't be surprised if the Phoenix Suns actually gave him a free seat and put him right behind the bench. Charles Barkley claimed that he bought the seat for him. And he was being facetious. Here's Danny Ainge. Rebounded by Scott Williams.
Shit, he's still alive. He already said too.
Let's go.
81 years, he's still alive.
All right, Marv, I just spoke with Daryl Gertson, and he told me that he had
Oh, he
given
is an attorney.
this fella one warning, and if he had to warn him again, he was out of here. Marv?
Okay.
Scott Williams gets inside.
Oh, he got disbarred as an attorney.
In the second quarter,
Running that
the
damn
Bulls
mouth.
37, the Suns 28. Here's Kevin Johnson.
Still alive.
7 point.
Shit.
Chicago lead. Following the
Gotta have some money.
4
Anybody-
games here in Phoenix, Kevin Johnson redeemed himself in Chicago. He's averaged 23 points a game in Chicago. It's Tucker again. Kevin Johnson averaging 23 per game over the 3 contests in Chicago after scoring a total of only 15 of the 2 games here in Phoenix. John Paxson falls for the hold. Here's Scottie Pippen making his return. And Marley will check back in, as will B.J. Armstrong. And Michael Jordan gets a rest. 5 of 8 from the field for Jordan. 3 from downtown. 13 points in all. Johnson using the screen. Trying to do it off the dribble. Able to penetrate, could not finish. Armstrong. Oh! Rebounded by Pippen. Crowd wants a travel. No call made. Foul committed by Dumas, trying to slap the ball away.
You can see a sharpness, a crispness to Chicago's half-court offense.
Timeout taken, 9:53 remaining. First half.
The NBA on NBC is brought to you by Jeep and Eagle, official vehicles of the NBA. By Visa, it's everywhere you want to be. And by Burger King, where you can always get it your way right away. I love this place.
Early last week, Phil Jackson made it clear that he was hoping the Bulls would wrap it up in Chicago because, you see, he had these tickets for a Grateful Dead concert, which was taking place over the weekend at Soldier Field in Chicago. And here's the reaction by Danny Ainge after the Suns were able to bring the series back to Phoenix. Said, well, we were motivated to keep Phil Jackson from a Grateful Dead concert, but that was for
He
his
wanted
benefit.
to end the
I asked Phil
series
about it
so
before
he
the
could
game.
go to
He
a
said
concert.
his wife and other kids did enjoy the concert.
And his team put up the worst effort in finals history as a unit. Luckily, they had Jordan, or they would have got blew out by 50.
Rebounded by Scott Williams. Yes,
I know he was
counts.
pissed.
There's the active Scott Williams at the Chicago Bulls team. He's coming off the bench, asserting himself
I know
on the
he was
glass.
pissed.
You would say playing big around the boards, goes after it. He has great hands, the strength, forces his way back
Oh,
up
my
to score the
goodness, that is
basket. Now the free
hilarious.
throw opportunity.
Michael didn't want to become everybody wanted to win that series or that game, and they lost.
Scott too strong, but Pippen is there. That was blocked by West. 3-on-2. Marley for 3. And again, it's Williams on the rebound. Scott Williams has been an enormous factor off the bench. Bulls lead by 11. Shot clock at 3.
Went in the air and came
Got the
down.
step. And then took an extra step. Traveling
All that
violation.
goofy shit. That was
Phil
the
Jackson
travel.
quite agrees
This is
that
when
he
they
took
still
many
call travel.
intercepts. It was just a finish of a, did you call it 1-2? 1-2 and the hole.
Oh my God.
Pretty good argument.
They just called. Oh, we got to go back. We have to see
In
that.
the midst of a 14.
They
It's
have.
asserting himself on
You
the
see
glass.
what they just
You would
called?
say
Travel
playing
in this
big
era?
around the boards, goes after it. He has
These
great
players
hands,
could
the
never
strength,
play now.
forces his way back up to score the basket.
He
Now
did
the free
not
throw
travel.
opportunity.
We had to go back and see that.
Scott too strong, but Pippen is there. That was blocked.
We have to go back and see that.
3-on-2. Marley
That was a good
for
play.
3. And again, It's Williams on the rebound. Scott Williams has been an enormous factor off the.
I got to go back and see what I caught trapping. Did he jump in the air and right here? Did he jump and pass it? Looked like he did. Still, I can't tell. It looked like he jumped in the air and passed it.
And then took an extra step. Traveling violation.
I don't think Phil Jackson quite agrees that he took any extra steps. It was just a finish of a, if you call it 1-2, 1-2, and
they called that hop the third step. Like, wasn't a travel, but I know what they call travel. Like, they called the jump stop. There was no gather step. It's a step. Can't not count it as a step.
Charles Barkley is 0 for 4
That's why they called it
from the field.
I don't even
agree with that. 1 point for Grant.
That's why they called it.
All of Barkley's scoring coming from the foul line. Now Stacey King will come on, replacing Horace Grant.
When you have a player like Horace Grant who matches up against Charles Barkley, you understand that at the end of the night, if you're looking at points, there's going to be a differential probably in favor of Charles Barkley. But what you want is, you want the differential to not be real big, like a 28-to-1 differential.
Yeah, like last game, he scored 1 point with his
Chicago leading 41-32. Johnson pressing Armstrong. King, Williams, Pippen up front. Here's Tucker. Trent is on fire. When he takes that shot and hits it moving to the left off the dribble, you know that he feels the touch. What a move by Kevin Johnson. The Bulls now lead 43-34.
Phoenix not giving Chicago's defense a chance to set up, get it in after score, get it right back at him.
Scottie Pippen trying to go glass. Danny Ainge with the rebound. Ainge for 3. Yes. That is his second three-pointer. The Bulls 43, the Suns 36. Holding foul called on Johnson.
Transition basketball. After Chicago scored, Phoenix comes right back at you. KJ pushing it again in transition. The way they love to play. Secured, get down the floor.
I don't understand.
Danny Ainge is not going to hesitate to give him a look to get it up there from downtown.
Tom Chambers coming on for the first time. Played only 1 minute on Friday night following the 1 for 9 from the field in the previous game. Stacey King starting his move against Oliver Miller. Rejected by Miller.
You mentioned Tom
That
Chambers
move
on the
was
floor. He's
dumpy
on
and
the floor
goofy.
as a power forward because that man, Oliver Miller, is playing the center position. So one of the two, Wes Miller on the floor.
12 on the 24. 7.5 remaining in the first half. King had it knocked away.
I might fast for the fourth quarter.
Miller from Chambers. Miller missed the tip. Miller again. Rejected. And he's fouled.
Crying. What is you crying for? That's a tech. Oh, that's definitely a tech. Tech. What the? Tech. You still what? Oh, hell no.
You must dunk the basketball. But one thing he
That's
can do,
2
Oliver
techs.
Miller, is block.
He got kicked all the way out the whole arena. Doing all that crap.
Here, he should be going up strong to dunk. It's Michael Jordan that he's going against. By trying to lay it off the glass, he misses the first
All that
opportunity.
crying he just did.
They say a
Big
non-shooting foul.
Yeah.
The steal by
Dude,
Pippen.
damn it, got suspended for that little rant he just went on.
Chambers. Yes. The Suns coming back at the Bulls, who now have Michael Jordan back on the floor. They've cut it down to a 5-point. Chicago lead. Jordan lost it.
Look at Mr. Handle the rock better than Brown.
And Jordan could hold
Turning
on.
it over again.
Johnson staying low to the ground, gets those hands in there, as coaches say, gets the deflection.
Turning it over again with his just something I don't know.
A few moments ago, Danny Ainge came down in transition,
Gotta go to the
pulled
fourth
up
quarter,
behind the
actually.
three-point line, and clearly hit a three-point shot. From what we understand, the officials have changed it and awarded him only 2 points.
What? What? They lost by 1.
Scramble, madness, loose ball.
Wait,
running
what?
on the floor.
And
What?
Danny Ainge of the Phoenix Suns, only the 5th player ever to play for
What?
3 different teams in the NBA Finals. Ainge joining the likes
Did
of
he
Wilt
just say,
Chamberlain,
whoa. What?
Danny Ainge, a member of 2 Boston Celtic championship squads.
Let me see the score.
Bulls lead it by 5. And Miller was pushed.
What is the score?
Foul call on Cartwright. His second. Paul Westphal now has a front line of
Wait a minute. Oh,
Chambers and Marley,
no.
Ainge and Johnson. In the
What
backcourt.
did they just say to me? What's the score?
Oliver Miller will shoot a pair.
What is the score? I need to see the score. Let me see the score. Let me see
Oliver
the
making his
score.
first appearance at the line.
What's the score?
He's a 71% free throw shooter. Oliver
They had
Miller,
38.
a player who has
What is
slimmed down to
whoa.
about
It's
285
38
pounds.
to 43 or something like
He
that.
had a weight problem right
So they should have 40.
I know Charles
They got
Barkley's been
39.
very helpful in giving advice to Oliver's.
So they got 40.
Worked
So what is he
hard
talking
out
about?
and has been able to cut and
I gotta go back. Nah, he confused me. I gotta check. I gotta make sure they ain't high key point shaving. 38. He just hit 2 free throws. They changed it to it.
They've cut it
You gotta go
down
back.
to a 5-point.
We gotta go back
Chicago
now.
Jordan lost it. Johnson made the play, and Jordan could hold on.
Kevin Johnson staying low to the ground, gets those hands in there, as coaches say, gets the deflection. A few moments ago, Danny Ainge came down in transition, pulled up behind the three-point line, and clearly hit a three-point shot. From what we understand, the officials have changed it and awarded him only 2 points.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Scramble, madness, loose
I gotta
ball,
make sure they
bodies on the
didn't
floor.
cheat.
The 1 for 9
Now we gotta make
from the
sure.
field in the previous game.
Now we gotta go back.
Stacey King starting his move against Oliver Miller.
That's when he did that jumpy, stupid hook and got blocked. Yeah, we gotta go back. We gotta check.
Chambers on the floor, but he's on the floor as a power forward because that man
Oh,
Oliver
no,
Miller
no.
is playing the center position. So
No, they ain't do that.
West Miller on the floor.
I know they just didn't get caught doing that.
24, 7.5
So
remaining.
I gotta go back and check.
King had it knocked away. Phoenix ball down by 7.
They're down by 7.
Miller from Chambers. Miller missed the tip. Miller again. Rejected.
This
And
one
he's
he did this
fouled.
crybaby shit that would've got him a tech.
That's 2 times Oliver Miller has had opportunities earlier. A pass from Charles Barkley, the behind the back one.
We can see the score. I have to see the score of
You
when.
must dunk the basketball.
We can go a little
But one
bit.
thing he can do, Oliver Miller, is
Yeah, a little bit past that. 38. It's gotta be
Oliver
before
Miller has had
that.
opportunities earlier.
No, we gotta
Pass from
play it from
Charles
there.
Barkley, the behind the back one. This time a chance to finish and dunk. You must dunk the basketball. But one thing he can do, Oliver Miller, is block and change shots with that.
I just gotta see the
long
score
arm span. Here, he should be
before
going strong
this.
to dunk. It's Michael Jordan that he's
Before
going
that
against.
3, I need to see
By
the score.
trying to lay it off the glass, he misses the first opportunity.
And they say a non-shooting foul. The steal by Pippen. Ainge diving for it. Able to get it back. Chambers. Yes. So the Suns coming back at the Bulls, who now have Michael Jordan back on the floor.
38. How is it 38?
5-point.
When did he do that?
Jordan lost it. Johnson made the play. And Jordan could hold on.
Kevin Johnson staying low to the ground, gets those hands in there, as coaches say, gets the deflection.
that happened before this? I have to see
The concert back in Chicago. Bulls lead by 9. 9:40 remaining in the second quarter. Scottie Pippen rebounded by.
How did they get these extra points?
Transition basketball. After Chicago scored, Phoenix comes right back at you. KJ pushing it. Again, in transition. The way they love to play. Secure it, get down the floor, and then Danny Ainge is not going to hesitate to give him a look to get it up there from downtown.
Tom Chambers.
So it would have to be 30.
For the first time. Played only 1 minute on Friday night.
So right now,
1 for 9 from the field.
they would have to have 36.
Stacey King starting his move against Oliver Miller. Rejected.
No, I gotta see before this what the score is.
1-2. 1-2. When you have a player like Horace Grant who matches up against Charles Barkley, you understand that at the end of the night, if you're looking at points, there's going to be a differential probably in favor of Charles Barkley. But what you want is, you want the differential to not be real big, like the 28-1 differential.
Marley, 15 for Marley. Chicago leading 41-32.
So 32.
Armstrong. Williams, Pippen up front. Here's Tucker.
They got 32 right now.
Is on fire. When he takes that shot and hits it moving to the left off the dribble, you know that he feels the touch. What a move by Kevin Johnson. The Bulls now lead 40.
Now they got 34.
Phoenix not giving Chicago's defense a chance to set up, get it in after score, get it right back at him.
Scottie Pippen trying to go glass. Danny Ainge with the rebound. Ainge for 3. Yes.
So that's 37.
That is his second three-pointer. The Bulls 43. The Suns 36.
37.
Holding foul called on
37.
Transition basketball. After Chicago scored, Phoenix comes right back at you. KJ pushing it. Again, in transition. The way
They should have 37 right now.
Get down the floor, and then Danny Ainge is not going to hesitate to give him a look to get it up there from downtown.
Just watched it.
Tom Chambers coming on for the first time. Played only 1 minute on Friday night following the 1 for 9 from the field in the previous game.
They're not showing the score, but we watch
Stacey
it.
King starting his move against Oliver Miller. Rejected by Miller.
You mentioned Tom Chambers on the floor, but he's on the floor as a power forward because that man, Oliver Miller, is playing the center position. So one of the two, Wes Miller on the floor.
12 on the 24. 7.5 remaining in the first half. King had it knocked away. Phoenix ball down by 7. Miller from Chambers. Miller missed the tip. Miller again. Rejected. And he's fouled.
That's 2 times Oliver Miller has had opportunities earlier. A pass from Charles Barkley, the behind-the-back one. This time a chance to finish and dunk. You must dunk the basketball. But one thing he can do, Oliver Miller, is block and change shots with that long arm span. Here, he should be going up strong to dunk. It's Michael Jordan that he's going against. By trying to lay it off the glass, he misses the first opportunity.
And they say a non-shooting foul. The steal by Pippen. Ainge diving for it. Able to get it back. Chambers. Yes. The Suns.
So that's 39. We just watched it.
They've cut it down to a 5-point. Chicago lead. Jordan lost it. Johnson made
They supposed to have 39 points on it.
Jordan could hold on.
Kevin Johnson staying low to the ground, gets those hands in there, as coaches say, gets the deflection.
They're supposed to have 39.
A few moments moments ago, Danny Ainge came down in transition, pulled up behind the three-point line, and clearly hit a three-point shot. From what we understand, the officials have changed it and awarded him only 2 points.
They're supposed to have 39, and they got 38. Are they ever going to change it? Or did they lose by 1 point where they literally just stole the point
to
from
the
them?
Phoenix Suns, only the 5th player ever to play for 3 different teams in the NBA
Need to know.
Finals.
Need to know.
The likes of Wilt Chamberlain, Clyde Levellett, Larry Fowles,
Because this will go ever on Michael Jordan's stain of argument.
Boston Celtic championship squad.
They better change the score.
Leading by 5. And Miller was pushed. Foul called on Cartwright. His second. Paul Westphal now has a front line of Miller, Chambers, and Marley, Ainge, and Johnson in the backcourt. Oliver Miller will shoot a pair. Oliver Miller making his first appearance at the line.
Y'all point saving.
He's a 71% free throw shooter. Oliver Miller, a player who has slimmed down to about 285 pounds. He had a weight problem right throughout his college career. I know Charles Barkley has been very helpful in giving advice
They're supposed to have 41. They got 40.
At it and has been able to cut into that weight when you look back at what he looked like during the course of training camp.
And Charles Barkley, also a player who, when he came out of Auburn, was up close to 280 pounds, now plays in that 254, 255 area. He made a commitment to be a good player. I think Oliver Miller realized that he's got a chance to be an outstanding player, but he's got to keep the weight down.
8-0 run by the Suns. Bulls at 1 point, led by as many as 11. It is now a 3-point lead. Marley played by Grant. Marley to the fadeaway. Grant with the save.
I think it shows you the ability of Horace Grant to move those feet. He was isolated against Dan Marley. He did a good job and forced Marley into a bad shot.
Caught right for Pippen. Yes. Scottie Pippen, who did not have an impact game in Chicago on Friday. Rare off performance. Scottie 8 for 20, 22 points, but thus far tonight, 8 points, couple of steals. Played well. Pulls by 5. Pippen fires it down. Armstrong and Jordan at the guards. Cartwright, Pippen, Grant up front.
Ainge trying to keep the ball out of Michael Jordan's hands. So
At this point, I'm just watching to see if they gave them that point back.
And posts up.
I ain't about to play with it.
Pippen. Chambers with the rebound. Kevin Johnson. And a loose ball foul called on Chambers.
If Michael can't touch it, then he can't shoot it. Danny Ainge trying to deny it without the basketball, so Michael goes down into the box area, waits for the team to reverse the ball, get it to him in that scoring position.
Here's Charles Barkley returning.
Look at the people guarding.
Oliver Miller.
Kevin Johnson, Danny Ainge. Who are these
The
dudes?
Bulls are 4 for 14.
I mean, they're good players, but defensively on Michael, who are these
14 for 22. They were hot in the first.
Got it, man.
Barkley now guarding Cartwright. And Cartwright looks to post him up. The ball awarded to the Suns.
I see two teams out here, Marv, that because of the emotion of the game, the heat in the building, and the pace of this game are dragging a little bit right now. They're searching for that second win.
And outdoors, 109 degrees in the Valley of the Sun.
I'm giving them till halftime to change it.
4:20 remaining, first half. Chambers
This
with the
video
shot.
just turned into something totally different.
Chicago's lead is 3. Bulls have missed 5 of their last 6. Jordan met by Chambers and foul. And the Suns are now over the limit.
So back to the offensive end. The good screen was set by Chambers. KJ got him the ball, and then leaving, no doubt, he took a lesson from Oliver Miller about missing those easy ones off the glass. Chambers throws it down with a little reverse.
Tom Chambers tomorrow will celebrate his 34th birthday. Players have back problems, hamstring problems. Discussion between Jordan, Pippen,
relax.
and
We got this. Y'all are
Jordan,
gonna win.
Jordan, I would think,
With
is
a mob.
coming.
We doing our job.
Although, wait a moment, the Suns are over the foul limit, so he goes to the line no matter what.
Look like he's trying to the refs, Mike.
About whether he was fouled in the end.
What Mike is on is I'm gonna guess that after the
He's taking full responsibility.
I'll keep quiet for a second.
Ages shot here. 3 points instead of 2.
I'm protesting. I think they're going to award 3 points on the shot by Ainge instead of the change that they made.
Man,
I think
boy,
the referees
listen.
conferred and are trying to get it right.
I would have been off. I was setting up my.
Yes. But how would they just suddenly realize that now? You can't go to replay unless
Yes, you
someone
can.
told them that they saw the replay, someone from the league. If that's the way it was done, it's wrong.
Well, sometimes officials don't get a chance to confer until the next dead ball. They all get together, they put their thoughts together and go from there.
That was several minutes ago, though.
Who cares? It was the right call. You want them to get it wrong?
But they made the change, even though it's the right call. If they
Man,
got help, and I'm just guessing that might not be the issue here. That would be wrong. So the Bulls with a 2-point lead.
they got those wins now.
We're down to 4 minutes remaining, first half.
They gave him the point.
Barkley backing. Barkley gets inside. And that is his first field goal.
The next dead ball, we going to the fourth quarter.
Armstrong missed on the shot. Williams fouled by Barkley.
As much as I want to watch all of the Bulls, we going to the fourth quarter. You fast forward in the fourth quarter.
Down, so you're just trying to get it up there quickly.
Oh, Kevin Johnson landing on his left hand.
Now, and still have a lot of time left now to run something down.
Tucker.
That boy Tucker used to be busting ass.
1 3/10 seconds remaining in the quarter. Dumas had to be careful. And Ames fires it high and wide. Trent Tucker off the
All right, about to
bench
watch
to
this
hit
fourth quarter, and
four
then
from the field for 9 points. After 3, it's the Bulls 87 and the Suns 79. We'll be back after these messages and a word from your local station.
See how these boys close out the title.
This copyrighted telecast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of the NBA.
I have it.
Well, a rousing ovation for the Suns as they step back onto the floor. Happy Father's Day from all of us at NBC Sports. As we head to the fourth quarter and Chicago leading Phoenix 87-79. The Bulls hoping to wrap the series.
Let Michael Jordan tell it. His father knew this was his last game.
Seventh and final game here on Wednesday night. It is Phoenix ball as this fourth quarter gets underway. Barkley up front with West and Dumas. Marley and Johnson at the guards. Double team. Pippen came over, left Dumas open. Dumas not able to hit the outside shot tonight. Marley.
You know what? I just thought about that. Mike should be playing better. Maybe that's why he was hitting them three.
A leg lock. Kicking violation. Ball on Pippen. so Phoenix maintains possession and they get a new 24. It has been an odd series. The Bulls are 7-1 on the road in the finals the last 3 years, and only 4 up, 4 down at home. Barkley, Cartwright with the rebound.
I would not be surprised to see the basketball go in Charles Barkley's hands 80-85% of the time here in this fourth quarter. Let Charles go. Let him make decisions.
Yeah, you got to go out with your start.
Open teammates. Be the starter for their offense.
Shot clock at 4. Oh, Pippen. Here's Jordan. And Marley moves it back.
The only reason Michael shot that one is because he didn't know whether they were going to give him a reset or not on that shot attempt. He thought
why he ain't hit the rim?
Down, so he just trying to get it up there quickly.
So what? He could have made it. Don't give him no excuse. Thought he was the GOAT. Give him no excuse why he shot an 8-footer and airballed in there.
Opens up. They finished strong at the end of the third.
The only reason why he shot is because he's Michael Jordan. He could have made it.
The foul on
didn't.
BJ, the hard fall by KJ.
Armstrong.
That was all ball.
His fourth 4-piece on Armstrong and Grant. Barkley has been playing with 4, as has West. Kevin Johnson is 4 for 4 from the line. He's an 82% free throw shooter. 18 points for Armstrong, who has done it with the 3-point shot. Kevin Johnson has had another solid game. His first good one, though, here in Phoenix. Bulls 87, Suns 81. Minute and a half gone by in the fourth quarter. Again, it's Barkley guarding Cartwright.
Pulled the chair on him.
West rejects. Dumas to the open floor, and he's stopped.
There's a lot of goofy open court dribbling.
And a foul call.
When Bill Cartwright started
He mad at
his
himself.
move against Barkley, Charles backed off. Cartwright started to stumble. Mark West comes over and gives help from the blind side. Clean block. Then back at the other end, reward the guy that just made the big defensive play. Give it to West down low. Gets fouled by big Bill Cartwright.
Crowd reacting to the successful free throw by Mark West, who is only a 52% foul shooter.
Oh, he about to miss. Thanks for letting me know he was trash. Brick.
Phil Jackson has a of Cartwright with Grant and Pippen. Jordan and Armstrong in the backcourt. Bulls with their starting lineup on the floor. Pippen. West with the back tap. Johnson accelerates. Jordan able to stay in front of him.
Good job by Michael moving his feet, and then he did not give the ball back to Kevin Johnson.
Barkley directs traffic. Barkley backing Grant. Barkley changed his mind.
Good defense, Jordan, on the help. Mr. 9-time defensive. Standing there watching.
We'll talk it over.
The reason that Barkley was able to convert the pass is that Dumas came to meet the basketball. He shortened the pass between Barkley and the next receiver by meeting it. It did not.
And Michael Jordan was standing there watching it happen.
By shooting the gap.
That's what really happened. Mr. 9-time defensive team was goofy when he wanted to be.
Miller Genuine Draft presents Genuine Moments.
This Miller moment takes us back to the 1977 finals where Blazer Mania struck Portland. Julius Erving and the Philadelphia 76ers jumped off to a 2-0 lead in the series, but Bill Walton, Maurice Lucas led the Trailblazers back to sweep the next 4. The Blazers thus became the second of only 2 teams to overcome a 2-0 deficit and capture an NBA championship. In recognition of this moment, Miller Genuine Draft will donate $1,000 to the Thurgood Marshall Scholarship Fund. And the Phoenix Suns are trying to to come back from a 3-1 deficit to win an NBA championship series. They've come back from an 11-point deficit here tonight to move within 3. 9:20 remaining in the fourth quarter. Bulls having difficulty locating their shot. We're down to 5 on the 24. We're down to 3. Down to 1. Pippen. Mike Mathis waves it off. 24-second violation.
How?
You can see they're a little bit out of sync right now. Pippen tries to elevate up. The ball in his hands when it's 0-0. It's got to be out.
Hey, Mike, why you ain't shoot that?
Very close call that time, whether it had been released.
Maybe that's why Pippen thought he was the goal.
Barkley coming up short.
Well, Mike ain't even out there. Never mind. That's why.
Balls back to the offense. Michael Jordan getting a rest at this point. Paxson down to 5 on the 24. Down to 3. Down to 1. It's Grant. Another excellent defensive sequence by the Suns.
That was a good hustle there.
Will be Phoenix back in possession.
I can tell you this much. The rest that Michael Jordan is getting will be a very short rest. He's why when the shot clock is running down, Chicago gets so many good shot opportunities because he's a creator. He's a guy that makes things happen off the dribble.
Barkley backing, draws a double team, forced it, West fields it, and he draws the foul. Cartwright collects his 4th. No, they change it. It's Horace Grant committing the foul. That is his 5th.
Grant gets the first foul as Cartwright comes from behind it. Good call. First one initiated by Grant on the arm.
Mark West, 1 of 2 from the line.
Number 23, Michael Jordan.
And as we mentioned earlier, a poor free throw shooter. Here's Michael Jordan back. B.J. Armstrong sitting down. The Suns are 25 and 29 from the free throw line. So West hits 1 out of 2. And the Suns are down by only 2 points. They are on their feet here in Phoenix. Bulls 0 for 5 from the field in the fourth quarter. It will be Phoenix ball. The double team on Barkley. Paxson shooting over. Barkley with the spin and a foul call. That will send Charles Barkley to the line.
Chicago is trying not to have to come and double team early to get the ball out of Charles's hands. But if it continues this way and they let him back down to the point where he can go either middle or baseline, they just can't get to him in time. They will continue to have to foul him.
Barkley 6 of 8 from the line. Cartwright, as you saw, called for the foul. That is Ford on Cartwright. 17 points for Barkley. And he can tie the game right here.
That man, Phil Jackson, sensing that the team might be tightening up right now, trying to sit down, remain calm, get everybody back under control, hope they can execute against the Phoenix pressure, which has really picked up in the last couple minutes.
Well, the Bulls maintain the 1-point lead. .701 this quarter by the Suns. Shot clock at 5. Jordan, he's been off. Rebounded by Pippen. Paxson for 3. And Chicago will get a new 24. The Bulls Bulls in this fourth quarter are 0 for 7.
You can see it, Marv. You can see that the shots are all short. They're pulling that string on the shot. This is a very, very critical stretch right here for Chicago to somehow find a way of getting an easy basket.
Jordan in a one-on-one is fouled. He was trying to set up the crossover, and Marley bumped him. Well, Phil Jackson telling us before the game that he felt that the Bulls were tense in the fourth quarter. In Game 5 on Friday, as you watched the foul called on Marley, he felt they were short-arming.
I don't know. For it to be a tough era, they should call a little weak calls.
Maybe seeing that right here.
Let's go back to what we said earlier about the temperature in the building, the tempo, the fatigue factor.
Paxson passed on the shot. Pippen. Rebound Marley. The Bulls by 1. Phoenix with a chance to take the lead. West pops it out. Johnson. Rebound swept by Grant. Bulls 0 for 8 in this fourth quarter. Jordan for Grant. He lost the handle.
What a bump. You've been point saving since the very beginning of this game.
But the Bulls regroup. Shot clock down to
Shoot the ball.
and Jordan is fouled.
Michael Jordan had only one thought
Now
in
who?
mind that time. Get to the rim and jump into someone and draw contact. We've got to find a way to put some easy points
It
on
looked
the
like he got his
scoreboard.
shot blocked to me, but I know it's Michael. I want to see it
NBA
again.
on NBC is brought to you by Ford and your Ford dealer. Have you driven a Ford lately? By AT&T, the official telecommunications company of the NBA. And by cold-filtered milk.
Running to the rim and jumping into somebody isn't a foul. And that's literally what he did. It looked like that's what he did. Just ran it and just jumped into him and got his shot blocked.
Well,
In the
the
party.
Gorilla leading the cheers here.
I want to see that again.
With 5:51 remaining.
First of all, that's the
Fourth quarter,
goofiest
Horace Grant
point save out. How do you airball a layup?
literally lost the grip on the ball. And the
This
Bulls
man
to
airballed a layup.
0 for the fourth quarter. They have not scored in the fourth.
I'm on Jordan's side now. I wouldn't have gave you no
Suns
food
not
either.
burning it up 1 for 7, but they've managed to hit on foul shots, so they've outscored Chicago 7-0. And Michael Jordan to the line.
You just would have had to scrap on that point. You're not eating. Nigga, airballing layups, scoring 1 point, closeout game. No, you're not eating. Whatever. What's up? I said you ain't eating. What's up? No, don't hold him back. Let him go. It's real. I'd have been on that tip with you, boys.
Horace Grant will sit down.
They'd have had to break us apart. You're not eating.
Scored was a John
You're bum.
Jackson jump shot at the buzzer to end the third.
Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike. You ain't playing good enough for that lie that you told. You said that your daddy knew you was retiring. So that means if your lie that you telling is true, then Michael Jordan, that means you officially knew that this was your last game. Like you should be playing your heart out. I should feel like you're not playing no more. So you lying. You lied.
5:25 remaining in the game. Jordan getting the good look.
You told a lie, Mike.
The Bulls 90.
You should have 50 right now. This was your last game and you knew you was retiring. You should have went out with a bang. More of a bang than this. I think you had like 32 or something. I can't be mad at that, but it should have been 52. And you should have been playing better defense. But I don't ever really expect you to do that. Only the people that just talk about you making 9 defensive teams, but not why you made them, talk like that about you. You started scoring ever since I said something. Yeah. Play like this is your last game ever. Play like that lie you told me.
Jackson talking to Paxson. I've got a feeling that he's anticipating Phoenix sees Michael heating up. They're going to go double blue earlier. He wants shooters in the spot-up areas that can break their back if they go and double Michael.
Scott Williams jumps out on a switch.
Get back, Scott. That was loud as hell.
Back tap by Barkley. Ames. Rebound West. Rebound. Phoenix 93. Chicago 92. Jordan from deep.
Hey, Mike, you should have made that shot if this was your last game.
Marley met by Armstrong on a switch. Just under 4 minutes remaining in the game. Barkley stepping up for the jumper. Marley with the tip. And a loose ball foul is
On
called
who?
on the ball.
I thought this was a tough error. That was a soft call.
Charles Barkley, after timeouts, likes to play from the top of the circle so he can ball fake and drive left or right. A strong move to the basket by Charles. And then down 2 points, Marley pulls up from behind the three-point line to give Phoenix a 1-point lead.
Cartwright ball for that foul, his fifth. Chicago over the limit. The Suns have only 2 team fouls. Barkley sitting down. So 5 apiece. I should say Cartwright sitting down. 5 apiece on Cartwright and Grant.
That's a tech.
Suns
How you punch the ball like that?
For 33 from the line. Marley is 4 for 5. Phoenix.
Try to act like you was handing it to him, but you did it out of anger.
92. The Suns with the season on the line, hoping to send it to a 7th game here.
Y'all lost by that 1 point, Dan. You know that, right? Should have made that free throw.
Jordan had it knocked away. Shot clock at 3. Pippen back for Jordan. Airball
Mike.
by Marley, and that
Mike.
4-second
What
violation.
the hell is your goofy ass doing?
Has been out of sync in the
This is
second
how you
half.
close out a game?
Jordan gets down in the low post again, but the quick hand of KJ strips him of the ball.
What
That
in
was
the
a matter
world
of
is
getting
you
up
doing,
before the
Jordan? That
clock
was an
goes
air
out.
ball.
In his haste, Michael shoots it over the top. 24-second violation.
What the hell? You lost the ball, then you airballed the ball. You was looking goofy in the closeout. Man, you lucky y'all won this game. Jordan never courts in game 7. Look how goofy he playing. Couldn't have been him.
To take a 94-92 lead off the Chicago Bulls with 3:20 remaining in the game, and the Suns have outscored the Bulls 15-5 here in the 4th quarter. Bulls went 6 minutes and 10 seconds without scoring a point, and the 2-time defending champion Bulls look to be very tight.
Mike point saving?
In Chicago.
Maybe he was.
One of the things is that their offense relies on passing of the basketball. Marley with the 3. Barkley comes up with another offensive rebound. They rely on throwing passes, but they're not getting into the offense quickly enough. As a result, the clock is running out on them.
Kevin Johnson, yes. Suns 96, the Bulls 92. Scott Williams
Bravo.
tied up. Or foul, let's see.
Crap.
It is a foul. It is number 5 on Barkley.
Try to keep Kevin Johnson out of the middle of the lane. One of the rules of the Chicago Bulls. Sometimes easier said than done. Charles trying for the jump ball situation. Instead, foul is called.
5 on Barkley. With much time remaining. 2:45. They double up on Jordan. Here is Jordan. Yes. Michael Jordan cuts it to a 2-point Phoenix lead.
Since I said something to Mike, he's been busting ass.
Jordan.
Is there any doubt where they want the basketball to go? You got to rely on the guy that can put the money in the bank for you.
Armstrong called for that reach-in.
Michael
Poke
Jordan
the bear.
took the first double team, kicked it back outside. Then they go right back into him again. He knows that he's got time if he turns quickly to get it up over Kevin Johnson before Marley can return and trap him again.
5 fouls apiece on Armstrong, Grant, and Cartwright. Kevin Johnson to the foul line. He's 5 out of 5 from the line. He's an 82% free throw shooter. Kevin
You about to
Johnson
miss
coming
one
up
'cause you
strong
jinxing him.
once again. 17 points and 10 assists.
Any point saving took by.
And they are chanting KJ. 2:23 remaining, fourth quarter. Phoenix leads by 3 points. The Suns, 98. The Bulls, 94. Scottie Pippen setting it up. Shot clock at 5. 3 on the 24. 2, 1. It's another 24-second violation.
Hey, Pippen. That's your second time doing that. Goofball. How you to go?
Classic case of
You can't even get the ball off within 24 seconds.
not allowing the guards to handle the basketball, BJ and Paxson to get him into their offense. As a result, Pippen's brought it down the floor the last
Michael
couple
ain't even
times
gonna talk
and
to
not
you
getting
about it.
into their offense until 11 or
Pippen
10
said he'd
left
go.
on the 24-second clock. Then there's just not a lot of time to run the intricate cuts and patterns that they're used to running.
Suns with the ball and a 4-point lead. Barkley backing in. Rebound West. And a loose ball foul is called on West.
Wow.
He's called for a push.
Wow.
That is 5 on West. For the Suns,
That's what they're calling a foul now in the tough
the
era.
Bulls will not go to the line.
When the shot goes up, West fighting for position, hooks.
Wow. That's what they're calling a foul now in the tough physical era. He didn't push off any nothing.
46 remaining in the game. When we come back, it will be Chicago ball. Chicago at one point led by as many as 11. Chicago with only 7 points in the fourth quarter, outscored by Phoenix 19-7. The Bulls shooting 3 of 15 here in the fourth. Michael Jordan has all 7 Bulls points. So while Chicago was getting the balanced attack earlier, they have not been getting much out offensively. As Paxson starts up, Suns by 4, a minute 40 to go in the fourth.
Talked about fourth quarter fatigue, 7 points for Chicago.
Jordan and Johnson in possession. Now Phoenix, I would think, would want to play the clock a bit here. Now to a minute 20 to go, 15 on the shot clock. Ainge tried to draw the foul. Shot clock at 5. Marley from way out. And nearly got the roll. Rebounded by Barkley. Charles Barkley calling for the timeout.
How the hell did they lose this game?
A sensational play by Barkley.
That rebound was number 17 for Charles Barkley. That's what he's told his coach he was going to do before the game. I'm getting you 17. He certainly has to work hard to get this one. The ball almost bounces in. The presence, the call, timeout before the turnover takes place.
Now we're going to talk about why he didn't get 18. We already did, but now we're going to do it again. What? How did they lose this game?
Barkley with a 17th rebound, and it was an enormous one.
Look at the range that Marley shoots this shot from. Jordan tries to get out and challenge it, and as deep as it is,
Jordan does not play defense.
Still goes in. Then Barkley hustles after it, chases it down, calls timeout. And when you look at Paul Westphal, still finding humor in the moment as Marley's coming off. Westphal gives him the choke sign, signaling that he should have made that shot.
Very loose Phoenix Suns ball club.
How the hell did they lose this game?
And they maintain possession off that timeout call by Barkley. We're just under 1 minute remaining in this fourth quarter. Suns lead 98-94. Ainge pitches back to Frank Johnson.
He'd have made that, they win.
By Michael Jordan. Johnson, not the man that the Suns would have wanted to take that shot.
Good shot, Mike.
Was able to go the distance.
Good easy bucket, Mike, and they let you.
Use up very few precious seconds. So now, if they can get a defensive stop without fouling, Chicago will have a chance to tie the game.
2-point Phoenix lead. 25 seconds to go. 10 on the shot clock. Pippen over to Hell. Marley eluding Jordan. Frank Johnson gives it back. Marley. Oh, he went short. And it's a 24-second violation. Let's see. Ed Rush and Mike Mathis conferring. Apparently, Chicago had called for time. The 24-second violation buzzer did go off. Darryl Garrison giving the indication that it was a violation.
When Michael Jordan came up with the basketball, he looked up the floor, saw a clear path to the basket. Nobody moved over to stop him. They certainly didn't want to foul and give him a three-point play. So he scores and uses very little time.
13 and 6/10 seconds remaining in the fourth. The Suns by 2. It will be Chicago in possession. They put some time on the clock. 14 and 4/10 of a second remaining in this fourth quarter.
That's how they lost.
What he was saying is that there was a shot clock violation first that took place, then the timeout.
And they just made another adjustment. 14 and 1/10 seconds.
Adding time or getting more time?
Well, the Suns have shot only 41% from the field, but they have done it at the foul line. 30 of 36.
Okay, let's give the Bulls more time.
Offensive rebound. However, the Suns, with a chance to ice the game, have missed 6 of their last 7 shots.
And that's they fought, and a lot of them was wide open too.
In this fourth quarter, though, Chicago with a mere 9 points. They've been outscored 19-9. The NBA Finals record fewest points in the fourth quarter, 13. Michael Jordan has scored all 9 Chicago points here in the fourth. 9 of his 33. The Suns by 2. It has come down in 9/10 seconds.
What?
In the fourth quarter, John Paxson converts a 3-pointer.
I didn't do that.
Chicago 99 and Phoenix 98.
They've done this
I didn't do that.
3 or 4 times.
The video did that. The shot wasn't on there.
To a man rotating back to
But
his
we already know what it is.
There's
John
the
Paxson
man,
saved
John
the lead. I mean, saved the championship.
Grant gets the ball
Hit the
out
3.
to the right.
Why wasn't it on there?
From the time it leaves his hand, it's perfect rotation on the basketball. He feels it. The team loves it as they run back to the bench on the timeout.
And that is an NBA Finals record 10th 3-pointer by Chicago. They've hit 10 of 14 from 3-point land. For Paxson, his
That's
second.
crazy.
He hit
They set a record
45.
with 10 threes this game.
And now Paul Westphal setting it up with 3 and 9/10 seconds to go. We'll be right back. For the Chicago Bulls, right here, the only points scored by anyone aside from Michael Jordan as they kick it back out to John Paxson. The field goal by Paxson from 3-point land, the only points in the fourth quarter by a Bull aside from Jordan. And the Bulls
So it's hard to say that he wasn't the reason they won.
9 seconds remaining is a lot of time. Chicago has a delay of game to use, so they
Because
may
he
try
scored all
and
the points
let
except
Scott
one
Williams run over
shot.
the sideline to get a look at
So the
this
least you
play
can do is to hit a
and
shot.
use it
You
so
know?
they know how better to defend
Ain't
it.
mad at Mike.
Plenty of time for Phoenix to put it on the floor. Take it to the basket, create a shot either for the dribbler or someone else spotting up.
And a 20-second timeout was taken by Chicago. So the Bulls checked it out, and we'll talk about the defensive scheme. The Bulls have 1 full timeout remaining.
I already know how this it was over. They didn't score.
The Bulls are over.
I need to see the celebration. Good.
Oliver Miller checking in. It's Miller, Marley, Barkley, Ainge, and Johnson on the floor.
Charles Barkley has made a number of gigantic shots from the middle of the floor, top of the circle area. That's where they like to get him. He loves stepping back right from there and shooting a jumper. He must have won a half dozen games in Philadelphia with shots at the end from that area.
For the Suns, the season has come down to this, and now they take the delay of game. So another look for Phil Jackson.
Sneak preview on what they were trying to run. Now a substitution. Phil Jackson brings John Paxson into the basketball game. They want him to match up on Ainge. They want Williams out for a more mobile defensive team.
3, 9, 10 seconds to go. Evan Johnson will inbound. Oliver Miller plays it. Here's Johnson. Johnson gets, no, he could not get it off. Knocked away by Grant. It's all over. The Chicago Bulls have made it 3 straight NBA championships. A three-point shot by John Paxson, the game winner. The Bulls with a record low, only 12 points. In the fourth quarter, that is a NBA Finals record low, but it was enough.
Michael Jordan, when that buzzer went off, first jumped so high, but immediately had the presence to chase the basketball down into the crowd. Whoever had picked it up, he wanted that basketball, signifying the third world championship in a row, and he went after it and got it.
And Paul Westphal heads back to the locker room. A disappointing finish for the Suns, who had rallied and taken the lead but could not put it away. And Horace Grant, a man who has struggled the last 2 games, comes up with the block to conclude matters.
Talk about the block. He did the last 2 things that mattered the most. He threw the pass back out to John Paxson for the shot. He gets that assist. He gets the block on that last shot attempt to preserve the victory.
So the Chicago Bulls have accomplished something that has not been done.
You know what's crazy?
7 years.
He's literally doing exactly
Only the 13th
what
NBA history
I was looking for.
3 in a row. No team
He
has
don't look extra excited. He's
26
looking
years
around
ago, the Minneapolis Lakers
like
and the Boston Celtics have won 3 straight titles. The 2 most recent teams to attempt it, the 1989 Lakers, the 1991 Pistons, both falling short, and this crowd has been stunned by that finish.
It goes back to the timeout where the Chicago coaches put the ball in Jordan's hands. You thought he was going to take it the length of the floor, but instead they suddenly flashed Scottie Pippen up to the top of the circle. Pippen takes it off the dribble, heads to the basket, kicks out to Grant, who could have gone up strong to try and tie the game. Instead, Grant has the presence. Horace Grant credit for turning in game 6 and 7 here. And what does Chicago do? Find the inner strength to come back and win.
And we will have the trophy.
Thanks. All right, let's go back to Pax. When it left your hand, your thoughts? I mean, you had the stroke going, no doubt about it.
I don't know. I mean, that's instinct. You catch and you shoot. I've done it hundreds of thousands of times in my life. So Horace gave me a good pass.
the NBA is so grimy now.
Quarter, I'm just glad I could do something
People don't
about
do that. They're doing this backstage. Like now, they celebrate right in front. They do it right on. I don't care if you're in the opposing court or not. You right on their court.
You were spotting up the whole play. That was obvious. You just went to that spot.
Right. I was going to stay behind the three-point line in case something happened and the ball just fell into Horace's hands. I got it. Unbelievable. I'm glad Chicago's got a third one. We're a city of champions.
Congratulations,
Thank you,
Sean.
Bob. I appreciate it.
All right, we'll be back and we'll talk with Phil Jackson. Oh, wait, Michael has an additional thought. Go ahead.
This is for Jasmine, my sweet little daughter.
Who you with?
Happy birthday, Jazz!
And happy Father's Day to Michael Jordan.
Everybody in there.
All right, Trent Tucker's here, Darrell Walker, Horace Grant, Bill Cartwright, Scottie Pippen. We'll talk with the coach, Phil Jackson. But first, let's go over to the Phoenix locker room. Paul Westphal is with Hannah Storm.
On Jasmine's birthday.
Coach, a great effort by your team, and you came.
When is Jasmine's birthday? I gotta look it up. It would be easy to know because we got to know when this game was. It got to be the 20th of June or something like that, right? Yo, wait a minute. Hold on. Jasmine birthday is December 7th. What is he talking about? Happy birthday, Jazz. Was he a deadbeat? Did he not know when their birthday was? That's her mama, Juanita, right? Yo, what is he talking about? That's odd. And now it caps it off that he just said some weird shit at the end. Because this whole celebration was weird. The aftermath of what happened after this game was weird. The lie he told on The Last Dance was weird. And him just saying happy birthday to somebody whose birthday was 6 months before that is kind of weird. You think so? I do. Her birthday, December 7th. I'm looking at it right here, December 7th. Jasmine. So what is he talking about? I don't know, man. He need a blood test. He need a blood test. He needs a blood test for them little girls, but maybe he needs one for his oldest girl too. Hey, Mike, what's up with you, man? Why you say that? Let's go back and hear you say that nonsense again.
All right, let's go back to Pax. When it left your hand, your thoughts. I mean, you had the stroke going, no doubt about it.
I don't know. I mean, that's instinct. You catch and you shoot. I've done it.
It's an additional thought. Go ahead.
This is for Jasmine, my sweet little daughter.
Who you with?
Happy birthday, Jazz. Yeah.
And happy Father's Day to Michael Jordan.
Everybody in there.
All right.
Yo. What? That don't make no sense. Especially after that lie you told about your daddy knowing that you was going to retire. So you mean to tell me, see, this I know you a liar, Michael Jordan. You a motherfucking liar. First of all, you tried to tell me that this was your last game and you knew you was retiring right after this moment. And the only person who knew about it is the person who you won on the day dedicated to him. So this was your last game playing basketball and only one person knew about it and you won a title on a day dedicated to him. And instead of saying you dedicated it to him, you dedicated it to somebody's birthday who was 6 months before this day. Michael Jordan, you a liar, fam. What's up with you? Like, I don't get this. I don't understand you, man. It's confusing a little bit. But that's okay. That's okay. This is a good game. Like, I watched this whole game and found the clip that I need to see at the end. Boy, you crazy, Mike. Y'all be good, y'all. Real TV.